Hello, welcome back everyone on Rumour Has It with DevB and Kishen. This is episode 14 and we're going to preview the game week 16 and we're going to review the game week 15. But before that, I'm going to call Kishen in. Hello, brother. Very
Hello,
purplish,
hello.
very purplish, matching to the background. Uh,
As you know, Chelsea got beaten by West Ham, and me and Dave, we both are Liverpool fans. So it's kind of a celebration for us. So, so I
okay,
specifically
okay.
put West Ham background there.
Okay, but let's welcome to our room as it again to our viewers. Thanks for keep watching us, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also, Kishan, this is unplanned. I just want to inform you that we will have a transfer window show coming right on end of December. So we might
Right.
go live. We will go live eventually, weekly once, and we will still have our FPL reviews. We will call in our winners of the week and a month and stuff, and we will have a weekly live update. Probably not the same time, but we'll try to have on the weekends.
Yeah.
Um, but today, I think we will go straight into our FPL Game Week 15 winners team of the week, Awakening of Man United by Irfantastico. Irfan, you won again, and this is your team. Um, Kishan, what was the strength here? What was the strength? I think the midfield.
Yeah, for me, it's the midfield. But before that, viewers, sorry because Irfan he couldn't make it. He got a job to do and he couldn't make it on time. So it's okay. We can review his lineup. So back to the lineup.
And also before we go into the team, Irfan's team, I would like to request all our viewers to go to Apple Store and Google Play Store and support our sponsor of the season, Footsie app. You'll have a fantastic apps for your football knowledge and stuff. Kishan, shall we get into the team for
Yes, yes,
Irfan?
yes. Okay, like Dave, like you said just now. Okay, when we recap back, when we recap back last week's review was on defenders. Remember
Yep,
that
yep,
defenders, and this week is all about midfielders. So as you
yep.
can see from Irfan's team, because he told me he was lucky that he actually played his
Free hit.
unlimited card, free hit
Yep,
unlimited card.
he paid his free hit. Yeah.
Yeah, his free hit unlimited card. So quite good. And for him to have the courage to buy and to put Fred in, I think I should
That was bravery. That was a bravery move.
bravery and I salute you, Irfan, for having Fred in your team. And the usual suspects like Salah, Bernardo Silva, but
Yep,
Son, since the turnover of Spurs under Antonio Conte, so he's been performing quite well where
yep,
he actually scored under the era of Conte. He actually scored the first goal for Conte,
yep.
and yeah, quite a good lineup. Where he had, as for keeper, he got like
Hugo
Hugo
Lloris.
Lloris, and
Yep.
as usual for defense, you must maintain Alexander Arnold. He's either going to score a goal or he's either going to give you 2 or 3 assists.
Yeah,
So
quite disappointing with Cancelo's point and Ruben Diaz this week. I mean,
yeah,
last game week.
quite very disappointed.
It's like the graph is up and down. It's been up almost 3 weeks in a row. He was assisting goals and
Oh,
um,
Dave, I'll tell you one thing, Dave. It's
hmm.
like what, it's like FPL. FPL is being created by Pep Guardiola and being controlled by Pep Guardiola. So everything been
Okay,
rotating. So
okay,
you can see from there. So I guess you understand my point there.
yes.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. But also when I see his selection of players, Irfan seems to be a United fan, but he has three Liverpool players.
Of course,
He,
Liverpool is on top, like join. No, no, not join second, but we have like we scored like the most goals for this
hmm,
season. Where
yep,
Liverpool actually scored like I think 44 or 43 goals,
44.
44 goals. Only
Hmm.
15 game, only match week at match week 15, and Liverpool has scored like 44 goals. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
these three players actually
almost
played
half a
a huge.
century.
Yeah, these three players, Jota, Salah, and also I would say is Arnold. These three they actually played a huge role, in Liverpool for getting
We
goals.
will take a look at the
Yeah, yeah,
transfer
sure.
in statistics later on that.
All right.
And the choice of having Salah as a captain, was it the right move? Because Bernardo Silva scored 15 points and Son 13, Fred 13. It was a gamble, I think, from Irfan.
Uh, for captaincy, because Salah has been performing since game week one, so it's
Yeah,
a no-brainer for you to not put him as a captain. But who would know that Liverpool actually scored one goal? I mean, it's like first in this season out
yeah,
of 15 game weeks. It's the first time that Liverpool scored only like one
one.
goal in a
Yep, just
match,
one.
and that goal was scored by Lord Divock Origi. That's
That's
quite like impressive, for Origi to come in and he scored in the last minute.
Yep, yep.
But
And
it's okay. I guess having Salah, because even though Salah doesn't score, he will assist. So
mm,
he actually got a double point, which of 12, because
yeah,
Salah
which
actually
which 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 I guess if I minus that 12 out of that 80, he would have only got 70 if you don't captain Salah.
no, no, it's it's about like, because 82 points, so you just need to minus that 6 points.
Six, yeah.
Yeah,
So
six
that's
points, so
that's
it's
a
about
good gamble,
76.
actually, good gamble.
Yeah, 60.
Because he was keeping above 80, I think that was a good gamble.
Yeah, true.
And 0 points for Region Jota, not scoring much points.
Region
Um,
was injured.
yeah, and oh yeah, it could be a gamble from him. And he had Wilson. Surprisingly, he played a very offensive line, 4-5-1,
Yeah,
and Wilson
because
scored
now
against
now that okay now that last week Newcastle gotten their first win under Eddie Howe,
Eddie Howe.
and that I think that goal was scored by Callum Wilson, which
Yep,
he actually got 9 points here.
yep,
So it's a good selection for people. I mean, for FPL managers to actually have Wilson, either Wilson or Saint Maximin.
yep,
These
yep.
two.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
We okay. Again, we congratulate um, Irfan for that top points of the week, and we are going to look at the game week 16 previews, and I got a statistics here.
Yeah.
Transfer in.
Mm.
Um, I think this is a straightforward from the FPL managers around the world.
Yeah. For me, I would say Mason Mount, the top three. Mason Mount,
Mm,
Dennis, and also Bernardo Silva. These three players should consider to put in your team. But I think the most for you to consider to put in your team is Bernardo Silva and also like Dennis,
mhm.
because Dennis
He's
is like
been
this.
really consistent as well.
Yeah, he's been consistent and he's like the main threat for Watford. And
But
for me,
I got a question. I got a question.
yeah,
Ronaldo, any reason?
Ronaldo, I believe for this upcoming game week 16, it's a good option to bring in Ronaldo because they will be playing against Norwich.
Yeah, I kind of actually had plans to actually sell him off. So
No,
thanks
I
for the
would
tip.
say that I would say that you just keep him for another week
Mm,
and let's see what happens, because this will be like the first match under Ralph,
yep,
uh, first away match,
yep, correct.
and we'll see on his team selections, because when you look at Man United played this morning in the UCL against Young Boys, he
Yep,
actually played full team of youngsters, where he actually played uh, Robbie Savage's son,
Yep.
yeah, Charlie Savage, and in order to actually rest those players, the same tactic being used by Klopp against AC Milan, where he actually
Yep.
rested the main players, but he actually not really played like all those youngsters, but he actually maintained players like Salah and also like Mane to bring in those experiences in the team. Yeah.
I'm also going to flash this, the transfer out. What happens here is the Ivan Tony is on the top list,
Mm.
and Rafinha. I mean, Rafinha is Emil Smith. No, he didn't feature in the last game.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, very surprising, the top five.
No, Harry Kane wasn't himself after the after his move to Man City wasn't didn't happen. So I guess he
Okay,
actually lost the plot. He lost the plot there.
yeah,
So
it's almost we are close to half of the season, and he has not reached the par that he used to be.
yeah, it's all because of his transfer and his own desire to go to a bigger club to win more trophies. It's actually this kind of things. It's usual. It's normal for top players. The easiest example I can give you is a player from my club, Liverpool, Fernando Torres. He's
Mm,
been playing good. He's been scoring a lot of goals every season, but
mm,
he's not winning any trophies. So it's better for him to leave. But for Harry Kane's case, he wasn't allowed to leave, and I think he's still professional enough to play and to give much effort in the game, but maybe in assisting, but not in goal scoring. So I guess it's time to actually drop Harry Kane. But I think Rafinha, you should keep him because
mm,
from what we saw from last week for Leeds game, they actually drew 2-2,
mm.
and Patrick Bamford is there. So Patrick Bamford, he came back and he scored the equalizing goal 2-2 to make it 2-2. And as you know lah, from last season, Leeds, Patrick Bamford and also Rafinha, these two they have a special connection, special
Yep,
link in the
yep,
attack.
yep.
Yeah, so should consider keeping Rafinha.
But I wonder why Ivan Tony actually tops the list because from what I can see here that Brentford plays an early game this week on
Yeah,
Friday
but I
night.
think, Ivan Tony is injured. I guess you can see this triangle there, and also
Yep.
Shane
Ah,
Duffy.
okay, okay, right. Yep, he is. He is.
Yeah,
Emil Smith Rowe as well, like probably doubtful. Duffy is
yeah,
injured. But I think Rafinha and Kane was a surprise on the top five.
yeah. For me, Rafinha is one of the surprise because he's been carrying the team since game week 1, and given that Patrick Bamford was like out for a month plus,
Mm,
so
mm.
I guess it's a good thing actually to actually keep Rafinha in the team because now that Bamford is back, so these two will be clicking, 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 and they'll be scoring goals and assisting. So I guess for my tips for this week is for you, Dave, keep Ronaldo for one more week,
Okay.
and for all the FPL managers, please keep Rafinha, and let's
Um,
see.
Whoever has Lukaku, it's
Yeah,
good time for to unleash him.
true.
But and also uh, there's an important game happening in Anfield as well. Liverpool
Yeah.
against Aston Villa. It's
Yo.
the
Okay,
fourth.
can we have Steven Gerrard as our FPL manager? I mean, we choose a character and an avatar from the team.
But I think from what we saw on the transfer in, Bernardo Silva tops the list. It's
Yeah.
probably because it seems more like Man City is gonna um, gonna take the full points against Wolverhampton because what I saw from what they did last week was an impressive thing. I mean, can they kept
Yes.
Liverpool up to the 94th of minute,
True.
but it will be a challenge for Wolverhampton to actually keep a clean sheet at Etihad. So Bernardo Silva makes sense, and probably Cancelo
No,
from
just
my
just
side.
one thing. Just one thing about Bernardo Silva. So basically, Man City is going into a different, I mean, a same transition like last season, where their main threat was main goal scoring threat for last season was Gundogan.
Mm,
So now they actually switch place, but Bernardo Silva he plays more of a false line position.
mm,
So he's been getting all the goals. He's been running around. So he's been dribbling and stuff. So I guess they are moving into a new transition where Gundogan he will be playing at the midfield position. So basically he will be playing behind Bernardo Silva, a position like a De Bruyne position for Gundogan. But now
mm.
that Bernardo Silva he's performing well, is because that he's playing more forward and he's collecting all the balls from the middle, and from there he's been doing all this dribbling stuff, and so that he's like the focal point for Man City this season, like how Gundogan did last season.
Shall I say, can the FPL managers keep Salah captain for this week against Aston Villa?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this actually. I
Okay,
guess I guess it's time to change captaincy for 1 week for this 1 week. Maybe captaincy can pass it to Bernardo Silva,
exactly.
or maybe Ronaldo,
Okay, yep,
and Salah. Just keep him in your team. Just make him as your vice captain because it's 1.5 points.
yep.
So that's all for my part today.
And I have a few
Yeah,
apart from Lukaku, Bamford, um, probably Jota again,
Jota and
uh,
Callum Wilson. Don't forget
and
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson, Temo
Yeah,
Pukki from Norwich,
yeah,
um, probably Chris Wood because Burnley is playing West Ham,
yes.
Leicester is playing Newcastle, Vardy probably, Crystal Palace, Zaha. Um,
Just 1 point from your Leicester City point. I mean Leicester City part. I would like to say that you can actually bring in Madison,
and
James
Harvey
Madison.
Barnes probably.
Yeah, true. James Madison,
Harvey
Harvey
Barnes.
Barnes, Lukman, and
Yep.
also Vincent
Ademola
Daka.
Lookman. Yep.
These are
Yep.
all options for FPL managers for attacking
And
options.
for Everton, I think Demara Gray is not injured. Was he injured last week? No, right?
No, 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 no. The Marai
So
Gray and also Richarlison. Yeah.
yeah. Like I had to sell Antonio because he's not performing, but he had one assist last week. But at least that was a good assist from him. Cheaper options like Benrahma, Fornals, Demarai Gray, and stuff.
Mm.
I think Emil Smith Rowe is still injured. Jared Bowen probably.
Yeah,
Like
true. They're both.
we saw on the transfer in. I mean, Bowen is still there, right?
Yes.
He still made it, and Mason Mount, as you said. So I think that's about it for this week,
Yeah,
and
this week, this coming week is all about battle of midfield. So it's better to
exactly,
strengthen your midfield and also bring in defenders that can actually assist, like
yeah,
Grant, Rhys James, Ben Chilwell. But Chilwell is injured now. As for Man United player can actually bring in Alex Telles.
yeah,
Alex Telles, he's got good ball delivery.
yeah.
Yeah.
Greenwood probably.
Yes, Greenwood.
Greenwood,
But
Ronaldo.
my perspective is more on defensive side, where they can
Mm.
bring the ball forward and also creates assists for their teammates.
Okay. Thanks, Kishen.
No worries.
And we hope everyone had a great tips from Kishen and myself. And thanks for watching. Rumor has it. Keep it coming, guys. Please share the video. You want to download it and pass the link and stuff like that. But please also like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We will catch with you next week on the game week
16.
16, 17.
16.
Yep, 16. Yep, correct.
Yes.
So, good night. Ciao.
All right. Bye.